Hi everyone, welcome to Dhi Atman Show episode 12, and today I have a very special guest. She is Dr. Parvati, and she is a Sanskrit professor and a UN volunteer too. And today's topic is Chanakya Neeti, a strategy. And go ahead and introduce yourself, Uma. Like I'm going to also call her Uma. So Uma, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Parvati. I did my PhD from Delhi University in Dharma Shastra, and I have written two books in Chanakya. One is Kautilya Arthashastra mein Rajnitik Chetnaएं, it's in Hindi, and one more book, Kautilya Arthashastra ka Bharatiya Samvidhan mein Pratibimb. It's again a comparative study of Constitution of India with Kautilya Arthashastra.
Thank you, Dr. Uma. Let's move on to our first question. Can you please tell me brief history about Chandragupta Maurya, Chanakya, and his strategies and everything?
Actually, Chanakya, he was a Brahmin, and why he has been given this name Chanakya, because he was born in Chanakya, that is a small place in Punjab. So he was given this name as Chanakya. And why he was called Kautilya? Because he was of Kotila Gotra, right? So he was, that's why he was called as Kautilya. And his father and mother used to call him as by the name of Vishnu Gupta. So uh, we know that he is the man behind this Chandragupta Maurya, because he is the kingmaker of Chandragupta, and he also defeated Alexander, right? And apart from this, he has written 5 books. One is Kautilya Arthashastra, second is Dhatu Kautilyam, and this a work on astrology is his third book. Fourth book is Kautilyam, and fifth one is Chanakya Rajniti. Rajniti is kingdom, right? So these are his famous book, and out of these, only 2 books is very famous, which we all used to read because it is connected to our life, and the social part, the political part, the economical part. It covers all aspects of human beings, and it consists of 6,000 sutras, uh, and three, you can say in short, 350 sutras in Rajniti, Kautilya Rajniti, and 6,000 in Kautilya Arthashastra.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Thank you, Uma. Moving on to our next question. Can you tell me, according to Chanakya, how to live a good life?
See, for leading a good life, one should have a desire, he says. You should have a goal in your life, what you want to do, why you exist in this universe, what is the purpose of your life. And once the goal is set, then you know how you have to work on that, right? You will automatically start making plans. See, if you build a house, if you want to build a house, what you will do? First, you will make a map. Then, according to that, you will make a design and the interior part. Like that, he says one should have a desire in his life, then only he can work on that to fulfill that desire. And definitely, if he starts working on that, he will achieve success, though there are many hurdles, but he will achieve his goal.
Thank you. So yeah, desire, purpose, goal, yeah, those are important. All right. Moving on to a new question. He says that be careful of fire, king, and snake to be
Yes.
successful. So what is this? Can you tell me what is fire, king, and snake?
Actually, he says, see, these 3 things He says it can help also and it can destroy you also. Like a king, he is a person who actually worked for the welfare of the people. And if he comes to know that these people, these masses, are actually making some hurdle for him, so what he will do ultimately, he will destroy uh, them.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. Like in India, we used to say friendship of a police and enmity of a police, both are dangerous. So in that way, king, you have to maintain a distance. Like in company too, you have to maintain a distance between your boss and yourself. Okay, then only you can achieve success in your life. Okay, you can't become so closer to him that he take advantage of you, and he knows your weaknesses and take advantages of that. You should not do like that. Okay, and second part is snake. He says, see, snake has the nature to bite. Anything which is beautiful can be poisonous also. So, thinking that it is a beautiful and it will not cause any danger to us, that will be your foolishness.
Okay.
So, you have to be careful with these things.
How about fire?
Third is
Yeah.
you should know the use of fire. You should know how to use it. If you think going closer to the fire will not burn you, that will be your foolishness. Okay, you can't show your hands on top of the fire, and you cannot test it whether it will burn you or not. It has the nature to burn. It
Mm.
will definitely burn you if you go so closer to the fire, right? So same manner, you have to be little bit careful, and you have to be judgeful about the person who is coming closer to you, or who is in your company.
Oh. All right, thank you. Good. We have to be careful about fire, king, and snake. All right, next we let's talk about parenting. Like he says that first 5 years of of kid, when they are like first 5 years, you should love them. Next 10 years, you should discipline them, and beyond that, you should be friends. So, do you have anything to say on parenting, according to Chanakya Neeti?
See, this is actually very useful nowadays also. You know how world is changing, and everybody is they are now they have some aims, they have some goals, they want to achieve success in their life, they want to grow in their life. So likewise, they say parents has to change their mentality. They should know how to do parenting, right? He says first 5 years child is very very innocent, so you should be very loving with your child, right? You should understand what he wants to share with you, what he wants to tell you. So that can be only possible if you are so loving with that, with your child. Otherwise, you can't understand what he want to say. Second thing, in next 5 years, he says, say in 10 years, you have to be a little bit strict. Not very strict, but little bit strict. You should tell him what is right, what is wrong. You should uh, tell him how to be judgmental, and how he has to behave in the society, how he has to adjust with the society, what is wrong, what is right. You have to teach him. And after that, in 15 years, automatically the child who is in adolescent age, now what he will try to think himself, and he will be judgmental now. So there you have to be friendly with him so that he can share all his feelings with you, right? And you can also change your views, and you can also try to uh, know what he wants to tell, what is his views regarding the society, what are the changes going on, and what he is adapting the views of others. So that is most important. That can be only possible when you will be friendly with your kids.
Okay. All right. I think you already told about, a person can be only happy if he finds purpose and desire for his life. And something also says about Swadharma. Is it the same thing, or can you a little bit elaborate on what is the Swadharma?
Swadharma means your own duty, right? See, your duty, you can divide it in two categories, like your duty towards country, your duty towards your family, right? So he says Swadharma is like knowing your duty, what is correct, what is incorrect, what you have to do. It's totally whatever you are doing, it's according to the Vedas or not. Whether you are harming somebody for your own development, for fulfilling your wishes, or you are going together with them, holding hands together, and you are helping each other to achieve success.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on to another topic. It is called Vriddha Sanyoga, learning from expert. They say that you should always have elders by your side or experts by your side and learning from them. And never take an advice who's not an expert. In today's world, everybody is ready to give an advice, whether they are expert or not, whether they have read books, whether they have knowledgeable or not, but they are first ready to give an advice. So, but if they are ready, but don't take it, only take advice from the expert, like Vriddhas and yoga. Do you have to say anything on that one?
Yeah. Actually, see, as you have said, in present day world, we are more judgmental, and we think whatever we do, it's correct. And we avoid taking advices. We are least bothered about that. But uh, um, Chanakya was more practical. He says, elder person, he knows. Vridd means elder here, old person, old age person. So sanyoga means their companionship, relationship with them. Why he wants to say this, that a person should have vriddha sanyoga. See, the elderly person, they are experienced also, and they are knowledgeable also. Whatever they have experienced, on the basis of that only they will give you some ideas, and that will be correct only, because they have experienced it, and they know what will be the input and output of that particular thing. So you should always take the advices of this elderly person. And but he again says that you can listen to them if you think it is useful for you, then take it. Otherwise, it's totally up to you. If you think it is not useful, then don't take it, because it totally depends on the situation which is actually present over there.
Okay, so but sometimes what happens is like when parents or elder people get advice, we get offended. So we shouldn't be getting offended, and we should think like they have an experience, and let's listen to them, and let's imbibe it.
Yes, you should always listen to them because they are much more experienced than you, and they have seen many situations, many different situations wherein they have means they have become the witness of those situations, and they have handled it in a very nice way.
Mhm.
So definitely, whatever they are going to give you, that will be fruitful only.
All right, so moving on to a little political. So, what are the four laws to rule a kingdom? Like in nowadays, it could be like Prime Minister, President of an India or America or UK. So, what are the four laws that they should listen to rule their country?
Actually, see, if you say what are the four laws, then, like I told you, you should have desire, first thing. Then you should have the companionship of your elders, elderly persons who are experienced, knowledgeable. Third, the most important thing, what he says, the king should be morally educated. He should always work for the welfare of the people, and he should work according to the dharma only. Then only he can keep his masses happily. So that should be the first thing. Then he says four things which king should have knowledge about is, first one is anvikshiki, that is again connected to sankhya and yoga. Then second is Varta, that is Vedas knowledge, and sorry, Trai, that is Vedas knowledge, and Varta, which is related to your economical part, where you have to invest, whether it is correct or not, and how much profit you will be earning out of that. That is Varta, and Dandaniti, that is again punishment.
Okay. So
Okay.
going back to the most important thing, like you said that they should be our kings. Like nowadays, our kings are president, prime minister, or whoever the ministers. They should be morally educated. But nowadays, you see a lot of like news, like oh, this one is corrupt, this minister is
Right.
corrupt, this minister took so much money. So what do you have to say on that? Like you think our governments are not going according to dharma, according to moral? Uh, our ministers are very corrupt and they're not according to our moral. What do you have to say about that?
See, definitely nowadays corruption is going on. That's why you can see there are many discrepancies in the views of the people, and they are not able to judge. See, there are two sides of the coin, and nowadays in India we have democratic setup, and we are choosing our head. So it's totally depends on us how to be judgmental about this. And if they are doing something against morality, that means they are not doing their swadharma.
Actually, I want to tell you something. We don't have many choices. We have, even though we are democratic, okay, it's either A, it's B, or C. And we are not
Hmm.
really sure whether that person is moral, not moral. We can make our judgments better than dictatorship. But, you know, so I think more and more good people with moral people with Swadharma, they should enter into politics. Do you have anything to say on that one?
See, this is again controversial because mm, this is your Sanskriti or Sanskar, you can say, the upbringing, the way you are being uh, the way you are actually you have grown up in a society, and your education, your knowledge, which you are not actually uh, what we
Sharing
can
it.
say, जो आप बिल्कुल भी मतलब आप उसका यूटिलाइजेशन प्रॉपरली कर ही नहीं रहे.
Mm-hmm.
As a citizen of India, you are not actually thinking for the welfare of the people, because being a part and parcel of that particular community or that particular group, if you are not doing anything good for your own country, then what is the use of being a leader?
Yeah.
That's what he say. That means you are becoming enemy for all the people, all the masses.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I think how about like create another topic I want to go is like create teams and institutions, like not only Chanakya created Chandragupta Maurya but also created teams and institution for future. So what do you think, like you have to create institutions so that the younger generation can understand and listen what about the teachings. We haven't even created an institution. Do you think that Chanakya's Neeti or whatever he told, do we even read it in our curriculum?
Yes, definitely. See, not exactly the same, but some portion of it, because Chanakya was very practical. And nowadays, we actually, practicality is more important than what you have read,
Mm.
right? And I think uh, if you are making a company, you are working with a team, right? And you want the team to be more potential like you, right? So that you, for that you set some rules and regulations, and you actually train them, and you want the company to grow up. So similar way, Chanakya, he actually wants that after him also his legacy should last. So for that, he created institutions so that more Chandraguptas can be made.
What was that institution? Like, is there any school or something?
Exactly, not a school, but जैसे हम लोग कहते हैं कि पाठशाला होती है, like it is like a school but not exactly the school. एक हम लोग एक ग्रुप में पढ़ रहे हैं, और हम लोग अपने टीचर के साथ पढ़ रहे हैं, बट लेटर ऑन हम उस टीचर की टीचिंग को ही लेकर हम भी एक टीचर बन जाते हैं, और उससे और ग्रुप हम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं.
Okay, okay.
Likewise.
Then we should do it. We are not doing it. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, we are not exactly doing it. And I can say I have studied the comparative study also of Constitution of India with the Arthashastra. There also I saw many rules which has been made in Constitution is actually it is actually related to the Chanakya's rules and regulations or policies, but they are keeping it, means there are many changes coming on nowadays, and we are amending it every means every alternative day or every alternative session, you can say. So that's why depending on the situation, depending upon the population, and depending upon the economics conditions of the country, we are changing it. And I really think if we work upon the Chanakya's Neeti, we will definitely we will be successful in making it a developed country rather than a developing country.
Mm. Okay. All right. Thank you, Uma. That was a short and sweet conversation. Hopefully, we'll come back again with some other interesting topic. Do you
या
have?
पर थोड़ा सा इसको
Mm. All right. Bye, Uma. Have a nice day.
थैंक यू
Bye.